चकाया और गेंद सीधे विकेट कीपर के दस्ताने में विराम करती हुई संकट की स्थिति समय बनी हुई। और एक बार फिर अपने सभी व्यूअर्स का हार्दिक अभिवादन स्वागत करना चाहेंगे। हमारे साथ हमारे सहयोगी कमेंटेटर डॉक्टर उमर भी जुड़ चुके हैं, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। शुरुआती क्षण किस प्रकार से यहां से बल्लेबाजी करेंगे और इस समय शुरुआती क्षणों में कुछ तकनीकी खराबी के कारण ऑडियो अब तक सही समय में नहीं पहुंच पाया था, लेकिन एक बार फिर सभी व्यूअर्स का स्वागत करना चाहेंगे। दूसरी पारी आसिफ रसूल गेंदबाज है और प्रारंभिक जोड़ी बीच में अच्छी गेंद पर अपील की जा रही है। हालांकि दोनों बल्लेबाज एक रन पूरा कर रहे हैं और निश्चित तौर पर यहाँ पे खाता खुला शारजा वॉरियर्स का। डॉक्टर साहब 91 रनों का एक लक्ष्य मिला है, बड़ा मुकाबला है और इन परिस्थितियों में ये आप शुरुआती क्षणों में एक आध विकेट निकाल लेते हैं तो मैं समझता हूं कहीं ना कहीं एक दबाव की स्थिति जिसकी की आवश्यकता भी है यहां पर गेंदबाजों को, अगर बात करें कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ की।
Well, Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they were not able to impress with the bat. 90 runs is what they managed, and 91 is what Sharjha Warriors are in pursuit of. Early wickets are definitely going to be the key. If you have to put the opposition under pressure, you have to make sure that you take their wickets at regular intervals. Zahoor is on strike along with Farhad, who has just made a single of this over. Asif Rasool inside edge onto the pads, and that's a good start by Asif Rasool. They would have looked for a wicket early on, but nonetheless, one run without a wicket is not a bad result as well. And 91 is what Sharjha Warriors are in pursuit of. Asif Rasool taking the responsibility head on. He started with a good over. He was hitting the line quite well. It looks like the southern sensation Adil Kachru has rolled up his sleeve, and he will be bowling from the Combox end. 1 run on the board, 90 runs to get from remaining 19 overs. And these finals, mind you, these are tricky, and when you have a score that teases your nerves, 91 runs, it's always an apple of disgust sometimes, because this can backfire sometimes if you are just need 91 runs to ultimately become a bit defensive in approach, and that's when the beast stings you. Let us see if these batsmen have that composure, have that nerve, have that understanding of the game that it's only 91, let's bat it out, we can win it, or if they go with the berserk mentality. Only the time get Adil Kachru 10 on his back. Number 10 is donned by all the legends in the international cricket. Let's see if Adil can make a legend out of it. Beautiful outswinging delivery has been played towards point, no run results. And that was a good delivery. Adil Kachru has that good outswing going. The wicketkeeper is right up to the stumps. They are making sure that these batsmen don't get the liberty of cutting that swing off by coming and meeting the ball at its pitch. That is what they are doing now. The fly slip has been, looks like a fly slip has been introduced, and a backward point has been sent back. Here goes Adil from the Combox end with that outswing, it up in the air and straight to backward point. Adil knew where to keep his man, and that's exactly where he's placed him. Straight into the hands. Last thing they would have wanted. Farhad bites the dust. Gone for one, and Adil had in mind that he is able to get that ball to swing. That's what he did. There was room enough, batsman late onto it, and as safe as a house, fielded at backward point. 1 for 1. This is exactly the start Kashmir Strikers Sozeith would have wanted from their man, and it is none other than the skipper who has rolled up his sleeve and delivered just at the moment where it mattered the most. So 1 for 1, 90 to get from here. Looks like Fazim Lefty is walking out. A skipper of this side, he will have a lot of responsibility from here. I told you finals, they can get tricky even if the score is as paltry as 91 runs, but you have to have a mentality of a champion to become a champion, and that is exactly what should be happening right now. Beg your pardon, it looks like the batsman that has walked out is Adil Zahoor, a sensation from the Ganderbal area of Kashmir. He took under 23 by storm last year, and this guy has been scoring runs. He has taken wickets in this game as well. He came in with that new ball, chipped in with a 3, and now it will be his responsibility to see his side home. One down is a position of great responsibilities. Only the greats in the game have batted at that position. Be it Ricky Thomas Ponting, be it Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar, all have disposed of their duties at that number 3 position. Speaking about the proportions of responsibility that you share when you bat at that position, you are potentially an opener when you bat at number 3. And let us see if Adil Zahoor can counter that Adil Kashru's vicious outswing that he's generating out of his wrist right now. Bowling in confidence, Adil Kashru from the calm box and going far away. Another outswinging delivery, but Adil Zahoor right up the challenge and safely negotiates it towards the fielder at extra cover. No run results, 1 for 1. Good start for Kashmir Strikers. Asif Rasool bowling an economical over early on, and then Adil Kashru making sure that he gets a wicket, and they were able to scalp Farhad for an 8. Here comes Adil Kashru going far away from it. Beautiful delivery. That's been beautifully played by Adil, and Asif Rasool at mid-off was deep down. 1 run results, 2 runs on the board, 1 wicket down, and looks like a defensive start by the Sharjha Warriors as well.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल, बहुत ही बेहतरीन शुरुआत यहाँ पर आदिल काचरू ने शुरुआती ओवर में जिस प्रकार की आवश्यकता थी और उसी मुद्रा में गेंदबाजी करते हुए उन्हें सफलता जरूर दिलाई. इस ओवर की अगली गेंद राइट आर्म ओवर द आदिल काचरू की, ये बार अच्छी गेंद समझ नहीं पाए, दुविधा की स्थिति में रह गए वहां पर बल्लेबाज. खेलना चाहते हैं ऑप्शन से बाहर निकलती हुई गेंद को, लेकिन निश्चित तौर पर इस प्रकार की गेंदबाजी की आवश्यकता है. आदिल काचरू में वो क्षमता है कि इन परिस्थितियों में वो एक सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ गेंदबाजी करते हैं. डॉक्टर साहब, अगर हम फील्ड प्लेसमेंट की बात करें, क्या आकर्षक फील्ड प्लेसमेंट लगा के रखिए और उसके अनुकूल इस समय गेंदबाजी, और निश्चित तौर पे कहीं ना कहीं उसका लाभ मिलता हुआ आदिल काचरू को.
Well, definitely he's bowling to his field. He's not trying anything extra. He's just getting that outswinger and he's using that to full level, full delivery, outside edge, and he must have had his heart in his mouth there, not carrying Adil Kashru. This is beautiful bowling, and he's teasing the nerves of these batsmen. This is quite a challenge for Zahoor as well. A slip fielder, he did well, and it was dying on him. It did not carry, but he did well to save nonetheless a boundary for the side. And what an over by the captain. He rolled up his sleeve and decided, let me use this new ball, and boy isn't he using it to full avail. 2 runs on the board, 1 wicket down already. Adil Zahoor is definitely going to be the man to watch out for if you want to win the final with the 90 on board. He will definitely try to get a wicket of someone as by the likes of this young lad. He knows how to do both the games. He can work you around, and then when he gets the opportunity, he can pounce on it. Only the time can tell how far is this applicable in this game. Asif Rasool from the calm box and into the batsman Adil Zahoor. Full delivery. Up in the air, looping a fielder, circling under, and he takes it. Second wicket down, 2 runs and 2 wickets down. Just when I was mentioning this guy can hit you. Do not mess with the commentators. We can curse you bad. And that is exactly what has happened with Adil Zahoor. Just when I was telling you this guy is capable of working wonders, he has fallen to the trap of trying to clear the infield early on. Second wicket down, and it is the big fish that's been caught in the net. Hello, 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 are you awake? And that is what is happening. The alarm is knocking the doors for Sharjha Warriors, and alarm clock in the hands of Asif Rasool this time. And this is exactly what they would have discussed, that we don't want to start like that, and that's exactly what has happened. Goodness me. Everybody was expecting a wham bam thank you man type of an afternoon here. But boy, hasn't it gone the other way around. These finals are tricky. I tell you, these finals, these low scores are tricky. They tease every single nerve in your body, and then they drain you. When you come out to bat with the mentality that you're chasing 170, you automatically become aggressive. But when you come out with the mentality that there's 90 on the board, let me get a bit defensive, that's when you give the opposite team the time and opportunity to corner you against the ball, and that's exactly what has happened. Sticking to the basics, the bowlers of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, not doing anything extravagant, doing the basics right. Haroon, the experienced campaigner, has walked out. He is a very good batsman with nonetheless a very beautiful bat of Kookaburra in his hand. And let us see if the experienced campaigner can work wonders for his team. I can see Asif Rasool a bit heavy on him right now. Here goes Asif Rasool away from the calm box into the batsman Harun. Beautiful delivery, loud appeal, but just a stresser, just in the form of a stresser. That appeal was no avail. Everybody knew it, but nonetheless that puts a lot of pressure on the batsman who's batting next. 2 for 2. Horrid start by Sharjha Warriors. They are chasing 91 runs on a wicket that played a lot of tricks early on. Heavy roller was being used on this wicket, and the bowlers of Sharjha Warriors use it to full avail. Now 2 slips have been introduced. Short fine has been removed. It will be clearly a ball outside off stump and inviting for him for a drive. There goes Asif. Outside off stump, beautifully played by Harun. There's a lot of pressure and there are a lot of voices that are chipping in his head right now. 2 runs on the board. 2 wickets down. Over number 3 in progress. And there goes Advocate. He is going to have a word with the skipper, obviously, because there's a lot of chirping going on. This is a high voltage contest. They always say that the sledging that plays as a 12th man, and that's exactly what is happening. A lot of pressure being applied. They have their men in and up close. 2 slips in place. There are 7 men patrolling the offside. Only 2 on the leg side. Full delivery, and that's been nudged towards short square. Wicket maiden, I guess, for Asif Rasool. There's still a lot of talking going. Umpire Advocate is not impressed at all. There has to be something that's going on in the game. Maybe it's chirping while the bowler is in his run-up, and that needs to be taken cognizance of. Advocate Hilal Dar is someone who knows the game quite well, and he's a very disciplined chap. That's exactly what he's telling them, because the game needs to be played in a full spirit, and that is what is to be done. There are rivalries, but we have to make sure that there should be no animosity. There are a lot of voices in Harun's ear right now. Let us see if he can see this ball off. Here comes Asif. Beautiful delivery, using all his shoulder. Good pace applied. A wicket maiden for Asif. 2 for 2 Munawar Bhai. Twist in the tail early on.
Well, who knows how things are gonna unfold here at the Sun. It's 2 for 2 in over number 3, and the way the 2 bowlers bowling in that corridor of uncertainty and keeping the batsman guessing time and again whether it's gonna move outwards or gonna come back into the batsman. But we have seen the backup 2 of the prolific stars, 2 of the stalwarts from Sharjha Warriors. They're also in trouble. They're 2 for 2 in over number 3. They need 89 more runs from remaining 102 deliveries, 103 balls to be precise. Asif Rasool will be bowling the last ball of over number 3, and on strike is Harun Khan, the experienced campaigner from Ganderbal. On strike, that one, oh what a shot! Sweeps that one and all the way over backwards. Skellig, that is a boundary. 1 bounce and into the fence for 4. And on that occasion, drips down the leg side, and Harun Khan pouncing onto that one and playing it to perfection on that occasion, and sends that one over Skellig area. 1 bounce and into the fence for 4. 6 for the loss of 2 after 3 overs. A bad delivery, straying down the leg side. Paid the price for it. And with that boundary, 6 for 2. They need 85 runs from remaining 102 balls. But what a dream start. Who would have thought that Sharjha Warriors will lose 2 wickets in just 3 overs, inside just 3 overs. And it's going to be captain, skipper to bowl, and he's going to continue from calm box, and it is 6 for the loss of 2 after 3 overs. Sharjha Warriors struggling quite a bit, but these 2 batters out in the middle, they need to put their hats down, stitch up partnership, and try your level best. Let's give everything to it. Let's give it a try. There is nothing to lose. There is everything to achieve. And just try your level best. Try to bat out of your skins under those sweltering conditions out in the middle. Won't be easy, but the way they're gonna go after this target, this poultry one, it should be something special. But as of now, they are 2 down at the score of 6. Here goes Adil, and on that occasion on middle and leg, and batsman stand the stall onto that one and blocks it, playing it back to the ball for no run. It is 6 for the loss of 2. We are in over number 4. Ball number 1 ended in a dot, and each and every dot ball it is like gold dust, and it is of great weight. It is of worth and weight in a gold. Here is 6 for the loss of 2. Here goes Adil again. Oh, that's another beauty. After pitching, moving outwards, batsman trying to open the face of the blade, beaten all ends up, and wicketkeeper does well on that occasion. It's 6 for the loss of 2 over number 4. We are in.
6 रन 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर चौथा ओवर प्रगति पर आदिल काचरू है गेंदबाज। और किस प्रकार से यहां से शुरुआत हो चली है, हालांकि 2 विकेट जरूर वहां पर गंवाया है शारजा वॉरियर्स की टीम ने। यहां से एक साझेदारी की आवश्यकता होगी, संयम आत्मविश्वास रखना होगा और उसके बाद स्ट्रोक्स लेने होंगे। लेकिन दूसरी ओर एक सटीक लाइन लेंथ के साथ गेंदबाजी होती है। इस बार गेंद हवा में है, उस ओर है खिलाड़ी और देखना है कैच कर पाते हैं अथवा नहीं। जी हां, और चलिए तीसरा विकेट भी मिलता हुआ शारजा वॉरियर्स की टीम संकट की स्थिति में। डॉक्टर साहब, लगातार जिस प्रकार से हम बात कर रहे थे, एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला, और आमतौर पर जिस प्रकार से आपने पहले भी स्पष्ट कर दिया कि लो स्कोरिंग मैच जो है काफी महत्वपूर्ण हो जाते हैं इन परिस्थितियों में, और बिल्कुल उसी मुद्रा में ये निर्णायक फाइनल मुकाबला चलता हुआ। मात्र 6 रन पे तीसरा विकेट 5वें ओवर में, क्या कहेंगे यहां से इस मुकाबले?
Well, that wicket has thrown the game back into the balance. 91 was a score that you would have chased on a good day in over number 7 or 8. But right now, where there were 3 batters back into the hut early on, 6 runs on board, 3 wickets down, and now you know who is in the driver's seat. Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. The skipper rolling up his sleeve. The batsman trying to go extravagant there. Zahoor throwing a kitchen sink at it, managing to just loop it up. The fielder from slip does well. He covered yards. His eyes were all the way on the ball, and he managed to take a catch. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Go out there early on, take early wickets, put them under pressure. That must have been the message during the innings break. They were in a hurdle for a very, very long time after a very disappointing performance with the bat. Kashmir Strikers are striking back here. Kashmir Strikers striking back, and Warriors thrown into war zone again here. 6 for 3. The doctor ordered 3 early wickets. It is 3 early wickets. Now let us see if there is a change in mentality. Looks like Shakil Ahmed has walked out to bat. Suhail Wani rather. Number 10 at his back, and he will be facing the number 10 from the opposite end in the form of his counterpart, none other than Adil Kachru. He has managed to scalp a brace. Here goes Adil Kachru away from the combox, and full delivery, beautifully batted there. He's throwing in him a challenge, but batsman has got some temperament going there. 6 for 3, goodness me. Most of the waivers that are switching back to JK Sports Time after a disappointing first innings. It was 91 runs is what was required, and 90 runs were posted by Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Now they are making it a beautiful delivery, pitching on leg and going away from the batsman managing to nudge it towards short square. No run results and no damage done. 6 runs, 3 wickets down. Lot of responsibility on the shoulders of the batsman. He's asking about how many balls are left because he does not want to face the music right now. Nobody wants to face the music. Harun at the other end will have a lot of responsibility. He will have a lot of experience to show from here. Adil Kachru going far away from the combox and into the batsman. Another beautiful outswinger pitching on a length, and the batsman safely negotiates it towards short cover. Another maiden over. 6 runs on the board. 4 overs concluded. And it looks like this game has opened up, and it is back into the balance, Munawar bhai.
Absolutely right. It's now balanced. It's a well poised up game underway here at the Centre. A game of glorious uncertainties. A match worthy of the final. And you are 6 for the loss of 3 in just over number 5 of the match. So you can understand that how things are unfolding here at the Centre. Our batters are unable to prove their mettle, be it the inning number 1, even in the second innings. They're feeling the heat out in the middle. Our wicket has realized that it has a role to play. In the meantime, he goes and bows to Harun Khan, and Harun Khan keeps it out towards the cover point area for no run. It's another dot ball, and Rehan Butt, Afraj Ahmed and Imad Umar and Salim Dar and others. Thank you, each one of you, every one of you. It's 6 for the loss of 3 over number 5, where Asif Rasool is going to continue. Harun Khan is on strike. Here goes Asif Rasool to Harun Khan, and Harun Khan works it on to the onside for no run. Another dot ball, and every dot ball is going to put pressure on the batters. With every dot ball. Batting side need to compound their agonies, but the bowling side can fancy their chances with every ball being chewed by the two batters out in the middle. 6 for 3. Look at that turn, ripped down the leg side, wanted to work it off his hips, but unable to do so. Doesn't succeed, ball goes only as far as short fine is concerned for no run. It is 45 degree behind square, 6 for the loss of 3. We are in over number 5 of the match. We are halfway down into the 5-6 for the loss of 3.
पिछली 9 गेंदों से अभी तक कोई रन नहीं आया और ये दर्शाता है किस प्रकार की नपीतुली कसी हुई गेंदबाजी बीच मैदान में. अच्छी गेंद इस बार, हालांकि रन ले रहे हैं दोनों बल्लेबाज. जब तक गेंद को फील्ड किया जाता, थ्रो किया जाता, संभवतः 1 रन और खाते में जोड़ता हुआ और 1 रन के साथ स्कोर आगे बढ़ता हुआ 7 पे जा पहुंचा. 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर 5वें ओवर में हारून खान और सोहेल वानी की जोड़ी समय बीच मैदान में प्रयास कर रहे हैं. विकेट कीपर बिल्कुल स्टंप से सदे हुए किसी भी संभावित कैच को लपकने के लिए और एक प्रभाव बनाने की इस समय कोशिश की जा रही है. दोनों छोर से लाजवाब विश्वसनीय प्रदर्शन इस समय बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ. ये गेंद सबसे बार हर बारी किनारा, वहां पे चौथे विकेट का पतन होता हुआ. समझ नहीं पा रही है वहां पर टीम शारजा वॉरियर्स के. क्रिकेट की महानता इस समय बीच मैदान में दर्शती हुई. डॉक्टर,
Goodness me, beautiful game of cricket. Early on we were saying 90 runs, 91 runs, a poultry score of 91. You come out all guns blazing. But what has happened? The tables have turned. These two experienced campaigners from down south have come into this ground of north and they are punching down a side when it's already down 7 for 4. Another one buys it as Suhail. He looked promising. He was playing, he was defending it quite well. And he is watching his back. He is going back now. And I tell you, one side that is booming in confidence right now, Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. 7 runs, 4 wickets down. And it is Asif Rasool and Adil Kachru that are hunting like a jaguar and a cheetah right now. They are making sure that they bowl in partnerships. And now will be an interesting spell of cricket. The left-hander has walked out and is the first left-hander we have witnessed in 14 wickets that fell today. Would he be able to make an impact on this game? Fazim Lefty is a stylish left-handed batsman. He is the skipper. And it is precious times. It is these precious situations that make you a man of great temperament. Remember times when cricketers like Michael Clark came to become Michael Clarks. It was him that he had 4 fractured bones in his body. He was facing Albie Morkel from round on. He was taking those blows to his body. But that is what made him the man. And slowly as the wickets are going back, we can see spectators that are building in numbers now. They know this game is going down to the wire now from here. It is not easy from here for Sharjha Warriors for sure. Game has opened up. It is swinging in balance. It's anybody's game from here. Aggressive field settings, 2 slips, 1 fielder at gully. Point in place, backward a point in place. There is mid-off, cover has been left empty. Let him drive, we don't care. Let's see. There goes Asif Rasool, far away from Combox into Fazim Lefty. He's a stylish left-handed batsman, I tell you. But a lot would depend on him. It's a big pressure cooker situation. And mind you, pressures make diamonds. Would the skipper and his companion, the experienced Haroon, come out as diamonds today? Or will they give in to the pressure and be satisfied with becoming cool? Only the time can tell us the tale about that. And the ball has been, I think, yeah, that's a good mentality. This is good thinking by the captain there himself. He's decided to carry on within over number 3rd now for him. And looks like Kashmir Strikers are dominating this power play. 7 runs on board, 4 wickets down. This is over number 6. And let me remind you, they are just chasing 91 runs and nothing more than that. Everybody in the Combox and every person we met after the innings break, they were suggest to have this a one-sided affair, but I was so optimistic that this game is going to bring some tail. Beautiful ball, beautiful outswinging delivery. Haroon staying low in that stance, making sure he counters that swing, watches the ball till the end and makes a safe nudge towards short cover. Lot of comments, lot of words going on in there. This is a battlefield, mind you. This is not a cricket field. There are a lot of mental battles going on. Beautiful delivery. Adil Kashru is sticking to that outswinger. He knows where to pitch it. He has his man placed right. He has a slip in place. He has a gully rather in place, which is quite deep there. A backward point extra cover, and mid-off in the form of Asif Rasool. The extra cover has been left alone. They don't mind him driving, and that's where the chances might come from. There goes Kashru one more time in this over. Away from the form of full length delivery, and he was trying to throw a kitchen sink at it. Harun saw that as an opportunity, but he couldn't quite count on that, and ending up missing that all ends up there. Just when we were thinking that this game is going to be a closed pack, we're going to pack up early and go home and sleep, but no, the alarm clocks have come back knocking at us. It is 7 for 4, goodness me. There goes Harun, comes forward, up in there, just over Asif Rasool, who is trying to chase that down, but the short dimensions and the quick outfield will take it away. That will bring some respite to the nerves of Harun. He's an experienced campaigner, mind you. Just managed to clear Asif Rasool, who was in pursuit for a while, but that kept on getting away from him as it landed. ACG has a heavy outfield, and that is what played to the advantage of Harun. It's a heavy, fast outfield. Once ball pitches, it shimmies off, and that's what has happened on that occasion. Adil won't mind that since it was aerial. There he goes, one more time, beautiful delivery, outswinging, and Harun has his intentions clear. That is where the experience comes in. Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, when they were batting, when they were getting opportunities, they were trying to pounce on them, but that maybe that's the difference between these two sides. Harun at the other end is making sure he plays out these deliveries. Maybe they'll have a different game plan. There goes Adil Kashru last time in this over. Beautiful delivery, full length, and the single is readily available, and that's what Harun will get. 5 risk-free runs in this over, 12 on the board. That's end of power play. Munawar, I would say, Kashmir Strikers Sozeith have managed to win this power play with 12 runs on board and 4 wickets down already.
They're right on top at the moment. It's 12 for the loss of 4 after 6 overs. It's been something special from Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Adil Kashru picked up 2 and his colleague picked up other 2 batters. Nasir Hussain Red saying something, thank you. It's 12 for the loss of 4 after 6 overs. Power play comes to an end, done and dusted, and after the completion of 6th over, it's 12 for the loss of 4. Bright sunshine out here at the centre, little dispersed clouds, but way away from the centre. It is wonderful atmosphere around the park, picturesque scenes on either side of the track. We get a wonderful attendance here at the centre like that we have on 8 players. It's 12 for the loss of 4. We are in over number 7. It is Harun Khan on strike, and Asif Rasool will be bowling. 12 for the loss of 4. Sharjha Warriors in a spot of bother, in all sorts of trouble here at the centre of ACG. But these two trying their level best. Until now, no salvation for the 2 batters out in the middle. But this man is going to try his level best. Harun Khan has been playing since ages, since my childhood. He's on to 10 or 15 balls. The only man who is into the double figures now. It's 12 for the loss of 4. Next ball coming up. Over number 7, ball number 1. Goes and bows to Harun Khan, and Harun Khan stepping bit leg side and guides it down towards the point. Just a single. It's 13 for the loss of 4. Over number 7 in progress. Out in the middle, Harun Khan and the captain of the side. Butt and Harun, they need to do undoable from here on. They need to ruffle their feathers, and they need to work the balls in the gaps. Keep milking the bowlers and just try to knock the ball in the gaps. Keep rotating the strike. It will relieve the pressure, and it's going to be a sigh of relief for the batters out in the middle. 13 for the loss of 4. And captain is designing and manipulating and maneuvering the field on either side of the track for the lefty. It's a right and left hand combination out in the middle. Now Butt on strike. The captain, lefty, stylish player, will have to wait and watch how he's going to execute his plans to perfection, how he's going to adapt under certain circumstances. And let's wait and watch. Is he going to soak that pressure? Is he going to absorb that pressure at the moment? He need to carry on with those steel nerves, and he need to carry on that cool head on his shoulders. You need to work out in the middle like cool as cucumber, and it won't be easy. It's 13 for the loss of 4. Here goes Asif, and a balls to captain, and captain on that occasion. Ball kissing the pad on way to the short back with a point for now, and another dot ball. And each and every dot ball is of great importance here. It's like gold dust, and every dot ball is gonna put pressure on the batters and the batting side. 13 for the loss of 1. Next ball from Asif Rasool. Asif goes and goes to lefty. Oh, look at that turn. Moving outwards, but he stands tall of the inner side of the blade, hop out of the blade and goes down towards the sillier mid-wicket area for now. Run 13 for the loss of 4 up to 6.3 balls. We're halfway down into the over number 7. Ball number 4. There is a slip in place, Scully. Then backward a point, short extra cover. There is sweeper cover on the boundary and made off in place. Here goes Asif. And goes to Butt, and Butt works it off his hips onto the onside. Is he going to come back for the second? He's trying to push for the second, but won't get that. And look at the fail, pouncing onto the ball, and Sanderson, that quick return. He Sanderson and hurls that from tremendous sense of urgency, but to no avail. Batter deciding to settle with that single. It's 14 for 4 in over number 7.
14 रन 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर 7वां ओवर प्रगति पर गेंदबाजी का दायित्व आसिफ रसूल के पास। हर्षोल्लास का चारों ओर देखने की बात अगर हम करें, एक वातावरण बना हुआ है। क्रिकेट के समर्थक इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते। 91 का पीछा कर रही है शारजा वॉरियर्स की टीम। अच्छी गेंद ऑफिस पर आती है, हल्के से दिशा दे दी वहां पर। हालांकि रन लेना चाहते थे, लेकिन जैसे ही देखा गेंद सीधे वहां पर क्षेत्र रक्षण के हाथ में, सुरक्षित अपने कदम क्रीज में। रनों की गति में कोई वृद्धि नहीं। स्कोर अब भी टिका हुआ 14 रन 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। यह पारी का 7वां ओवर समाप्त प्रगति पर है और एक लाजवाब विश्वसनीय प्रदर्शन बीच मैदान में। ये गेंद रसूल के और इस बार 2 खिलाड़ियों के बीच में से कमाल का स्ट्रोक और गेंद सीमा रेखा से बाहर 4 रनों के लिए। तो निश्चित तौर पे इस चौके से कहीं ना कहीं आत्मविश्वास लौटा होगा बल्लेबाज का। 4 के साथ स्कोर आगे बढ़ता हुआ 18 पे जा पहुंचा है 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। 7 ओवर पूरे हो चुके हैं, 13 ओवर अभी भी आने बाकी हैं और 91 का विजयी लक्ष्य निर्णायक फाइनल मुकाबले में, जो कि इस समय बीच मैदान में कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ और शारजा वॉरियर्स के विरुद्ध चलता हुआ। हालांकि शुरुआती क्षण की अगर बात करें, एक आकर्षक गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन इन परिस्थितियों में ऐसा प्रतीत हो रहा था कि 90-91 का जो लक्ष्य आसान रहेगा दूसरी पारी में, लेकिन जिस प्रकार से गेंदबाजी आज आसिफ रसूल और आदिल काचरू ने की, ये दर्शाता है कि एक दबाव की स्थिति इस बड़े मुकाबले में। हर्षोल्लास चारों ओर, क्या वातावरण है क्रिकेट के अनुकूल। और 7 ओवर में 18 रन बने हैं 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। मनावर,
What a game of cricket. It's intriguing like that of detection owl and masala film. The ebbs and flows of the game are really on peak at the moment. It's 18 for the loss of 4. We're in over number 8. Captain is going to continue. He's going to persist with that Sam Lyon. Is he going to bowl in that corridor of uncertainties? And a corridor of uncertainty. We'll have to wait and watch. No slip at all. There is a fly slip. Yeah, almost fly slip. Now he's going almost to gully area. Then there is backward a punch, short extra cover. There is sweeper cover on the boundary. There is long off in place, long on in place, short mid wicket inside the 30 yard. There is one man patrolling on the boundary. They're at mid wicket and there is backward sculling in place. Here goes Adil for the first time in the air. Will this be a catch? Catching practice, and there goes wicket number 5. Can you believe? Lapse of concentration and ending up straight down to the throat of Sajjad Hussain, who does well. It's 5 down. Commentators curse again. We're just talking about that. If they manage to pile up and if they manage to stitch up ownership, they can really fancy their chances. But in the end, it's again losing that concentration. Nazir, our batters, our cricketers in the valley, they're unable to hold their nerve. They need to carry those steely nerves out in the middle, but they're showing that less composure out in the middle. They're unable to stay calm out in the middle, unable to hold their nerves and letting it go, and on that occasion playing it straight down to the throat of the long on fielder, who does well. It's wicket number 5. Now half of the team back to the pavilion after getting those 18 runs. Hard for 18, but they're 5 down.
18 पे 5 और यहां पर प्रशंसा करनी होगी कप्तान की। अगर कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ की बात करें, आदिल काचरू इससे पूर्व 3 ओवर की गेंदबाजी कर चुके हैं। 4 ओवर का उनका निर्धारित कोटा और लगातार इस छोर से उनको गेंदबाजी का लिए लगाया गया है। और निश्चित तौर पे ये समाप्ति अपने तीसरे ओवर कोटे का 4था ओवर कर रहे हैं और 3 विकेट। जी हां, सफलता उनको 3 जरूर मिली है, लेकिन जिस प्रकार से लगातार गेंदबाजी के लिए आमंत्रित किया, ये देखते हुए कि यहां से वो एक और सफलता निकाल के दें अपनी टीम को और बिल्कुल अपने कप्तान के विश्वास पे खड़े उतरते हुए कुल मिलाकर इस समय 18 रन 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर 7.1 ओवर की गेंदबाजी के बाद। और क्रिकेट के समर्थक, दीवाने और प्रेमियों ने शायद कल्पना भी नहीं की होगी कि इस प्रकार के कांटे की टक्कर इस बड़े निर्णायक फाइनल मुकाबले में देखने को मिलेगी।
Absolutely right. What a game of cricket. Unstoppable action, unbelievable action. The way cricket is unfolding here at the Sunday. Who would have thought that prior to this match? Cricket pundits were talking about that one should bat first, one should bowl first, but it's against the run of play, it's against the game of glorious but yeah, the game of glorious uncertainty is proving itself right again today here at the center, that how I can change my colors. This is something special, unbelievable game of cricket underway. One team bundled out on 90 and the other side is far down at the score of 18. Can you believe? This is something special coming up without Weaver's way, but the cricket is winning the hearts again here at the center. Adil Kachar will be bowling. It's 18 for 5. Over number 8 we are in. 3 falling into his kitty. He has picked up 3 wickets. Other 2 falling in his colleague's kitty. He is bowling at the moment. He is trying to keep things tight and simple. He is tightening the nerves of the batters out in the middle. Not trying to experiment quite a lot. Just sticking to the basics. Bowling in that corridor of uncertainty and is trying to bowl that wicket to wicket line and length. These are the good lines and lengths, the way he's bowling at the moment. Here goes Adil again to newcomer Ishfaq, way down the leg side. Is it going to be a wide? Yes, it does. Umpire Mehrajuddin calls it a wide. Score is 19 for the loss of 5.
19 रन 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर 8वां ओवर प्रगति पर और अभी भी 72 रन बना रहे हैं इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। आधी टीम पवेलियन लौट चुके हैं। संघर्षपूर्ण निर्णायक मुकाबला इस समय बीच मैदान में। जुड़ जाइए जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के साथ और संघर्षपूर्ण आकर्षक मुकाबले का आनंद लीजिए। आदिल काचरू इस ओवर में अगली बार 10 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए, राइट आर्म ओवर द विकेट और इस बार गेंद अच्छी, हालांकि वहां पर खेला जरूर था लेकिन सीधे खिलाड़ी को भेज नहीं पाए। रनों की गति में कोई वृद्धि नहीं, स्कोर अभी भी टिका हुआ 19 रन 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर 7.2 गेंदों के बाद। फाजिम भट्ट की जोड़ी इस समय बीच मैदान में और उनका सहयोग करते हुए हारून खान, हालांकि अच्छी खासी जोड़ी है, काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा इस जोड़ी पे, लेकिन इन परिस्थितियों में एक दबाव की स्थिति जो बनी हुई है कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ के गेंदबाजों द्वारा, क्या उससे बाहर निकलने में सक्षम होते हैं अथवा नहीं, एक बड़े बल्लेबाज की महानता और कला को दर्शाएगा। आदिल काचरू चले, उनकी ये गेंद इस बार फिर अच्छी गेंद स्टंप पे, हालांकि खेलना चाहते थे, निचले सिरे पे लगने के बाद वहां पे गेंद सीधे जब तक क्षेत्र रक्षण के पास जाती, रन बनने की किसी भी संभावना को समाप्त किया। 19 पे 5 पारिक का 8वां ओवर प्रगति पर और अभी भी कुल मिलाकर 72 रन बनाने हैं इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। तो एक संघर्षपूर्ण और वातावरण क्रिकेट के अनुकूल, हर्षोल्लास का माहौल चारों ओर, क्रिकेट तमाशाओं से खचाखच ये स्टेडियम भरा हुआ और इस निर्णायक फाइनल मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हुए आदिल काचरू जो कि इस समय 10 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए गेंदबाजी के मोर्चे पे लगे हुए, 3 सफलताएं उनके खाते में। इस बार अच्छी गेंद लगी स्टंप पर, हालांकि मोड़ा उसको सीधे खिलाड़ी के पास और पूरी तरह से मानो रनों की गति पे जो विराम लगा हुआ है, अंकुश लगा हुआ है, नपीतुली कसी हुई गेंदबाजी और निश्चित तौर पर कमाल का प्रदर्शन अब तक कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ के गेंदबाजों द्वारा।
Well, definitely 91 is looking like 900 right now. Just when we were saying that 91, it's a paltry score, and like my fellow commentator Munawar also mentioned, we were talking about pundits, their opinions, but when it comes to practical life, everything is, twist in the tail every now and then. We had a side that scored 90 runs and now they are bowling like they have scored 300. That's what the game of cricket can do to you. And I tell you very honestly, Fazim the skipper, he was not learning from Haroon. Haroon is playing the dream game, the game just what the doctor ordered for you is happening, but Fazim gave into that pressure. He could not keep his composure and he got holed out to the deep. Long on fielder there, Dr. Sajjad making no mistake, he pouched that opportunity. And ever since it has all been Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. They had a horrid start with the bat, they had a horrid finish with the bat as well, but they had a dream start with the ball. And now Ishfaq and Haroon, this partnership will have a lot to determine. That's onto the pad and beautifully played by Ishfaq. This is a beautiful spell of bowling. Adil Zuhur is replicating what Adil Zuhur did earlier. Adil Kachru is replicating what Adil Zuhur did earlier for Sharjha Warriors. Is the last ball of his spell, and this is why has this not been a magical spell by this young lad. And as this game is getting interesting, this is striking in balance. More and more spectators are turning out in numbers and witnessing this game live from the ACG. And so is our family building on JK Sports Time. 1.5k viewers and building. Here goes Adil Kachru far away from the commentary box. That's been safely negotiated towards short cover where there is no protection. Fielder from point had to cover a few yards towards his left hand. There's a lot of talking going on. Goodness me, these are heated games. These are not simple games, these finales. Adil Zuhur is a character himself, but nobody is ready to give in Yes, we play with a lot of respect, but at the same time, enthusiasm is supposed to be there, and that's what's exactly happening. The bowler is not happy with the action, I guess, but it doesn't matter. The spell is over now. It's 20 on the board. 5 wickets down. 91 is what they are in pursuit of 71 to get from here, and it's this 71 looks like 700 to me. I would rather say, because runs are not coming easy. It is a difficult situation for the Sharjha Warriors, but only the time can tell. Another aggressive young lad. It's the experienced Dr. Sajjad who will be bowling from the comp box, and boy, does he not have that outswinger. And is the situation not tailor-made for him? 91 runs is what they were in pursuit of. Most of us would have thought it's an early finish. Let's pack our bags, let's go home. But it's Asif Rasool and Adil Kachru in the form of 2 alarm clocks banging on the doors. Wake up. These games are not that simple. These finales are not that simple. Being a champion is not that easy. You have to work your way with grit and determination. You have to prove your mettle. Mind you, I would again mention heavy roller was used on this wicket, and these particles underneath that mat, they are very compact, and we have not had many runs, and that's exactly what has happened today. Low scoring contests and a final is always an icing on the cake. You always witness those Tom and Jerry type of contests where one team is trying to overtake the another, but then you get down and you see your counterparts are past you. There goes Dr. Sajjad, the beautiful outswing delivery, just evades the slip fielder there. Boy, wasn't it close to that outside edge. Ishfaq must have had his heart palpitating in his mouth for a while there. Dr. Sajjad has that vicious outswinging delivery, and that's what he is delivering exactly. He has that man wide of, he's potentially at short gully, and I have not seen a strange field place like that there. We have Adil Kachru right at short gully, and he's an acrobat, mind you. He also disposes of his duties as a wicket keeper, so we have to be wary of that field position. Harun in strike, beautiful delivery. He's bowling right into his body, and Harun is a perfect example of what nerves of steel mean. Even though he has been seeing that his counterparts are falling apart like a pack of cards on the other hand, but he's making sure that he keeps composure and he keeps his game on, and that is exactly what matters in the pressure cooker situations. I told you, pressures can make diamonds, but if you can't absorb pressure, you become cool. And that's what is happening. Harun is making sure that he is diamond. He has not wasted his years in cricket, and this guy knows exactly what a beautiful delivery again by Dr. Sajjad, but this wily old customer makes sure he gets off strike with another single. Dr. Sajjad is an aggressive customer, I tell you. He will be mining these singles. These singles are vital, and you can realize the importance of the single from the point of view that they have made sure that they are going to get another fielder in, because they don't want to concede these singles. These are rare gold right now, and that's exactly what they are doing. Another fielder in from point that has come to stop that single. The mid-off drops back to long off. Here comes the bowler one more time. Dr. Sajjad in this over has been drawn to the pads, and easy pickings for the batsman on that occasion. There is fielder protecting deep square. He makes a good return. That's a good throw by the fielder, making sure he hits the top of that set of stumps, and one more run into the total. There is easy pickings onto the pads. We have a short square leg just evading him for one more run. Score moving up to 24 for the loss of 5. And last man to fall was Hazim Lefty, the captain of Sharjha Warriors. It was a beautiful delivery, and Harun almost giving in to that pressure. Just when we were saying he's doing things all the right, he's ticking the boxes. He tried one thing out of box. Maybe he's targeting that boundary at mid-wicket, which is vacant because we have a short mid-wicket in place. But mind you, Dr. Sajjad is someone who takes it away from you. He does not bring it in back into you. He's taking it away from you. You do not need something like that. Good thinking by Captain Adil Kachru there. He makes sure that he gets along on big wide. A beautiful delivery. This is sheer pace. He's teasing and troubling him. This is good pace by Dr. Sajjad. Marks end of another over. 24 for 5. This game, Nazir Bhai swinging in balance once again.
बिल्कुल डॉक्टर साहब, मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं। और इसमें 9 ओवर की समाप्ति 24 पे 5, यानी कि बचे हुए 11 ओवर में 66 गेंदें बची हैं और 67 रन बनाने हैं। और ऐसे में आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं क्या संघर्षपूर्ण निर्णायक कांटे की टक्कर का मुकाबला इस समय बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ। समाप्ति एक और परिवर्तन देखने को मिल रहा है गेंदबाजी में, तो निश्चित तौर पर यहां से एक साझेदारी की आवश्यकता अगर बात करें शारजा वॉरियर्स की टीम की। और दूसरी ओर अगर गेंदबाजी की बात करें एक सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ, हालांकि अंकुश लगाना होगा रन गति पर, और अगर यहां से एक और सफलता निकाल लेते हैं तो मैं समझता हूं निश्चित तौर पे मुकाबला कांटे की टक्कर। हालांकि अभी भी आज के स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से सभी व्यूअर्स का हार्दिक अभिवादन स्वागत करना चाहेंगे। जुड़ जाइए, एक संघर्षपूर्ण निर्णायक फाइनल मुकाबला रहमान कप T20 वर्ष 2022 के अंतर्गत बीच मैदान में भिड़ंत होती है कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ और शारजा वॉरियर्स के बाद। आपको याद होगा 90 रनों का एक लक्ष्य दिया था, 91 रन बनाने थे इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। संकट की स्थिति शुरुआती क्षणों में 9 ओवर में 24 रन बने हैं 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर। पारी का 10वां ओवर लेकर के तैयार 12 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए। अगर बात करें इस मुकाबले की, उमर तलाल को लगाया गया है परिवर्तन के तौर पर, और देखना है किस प्रकार से अभी गेंदबाजी करेंगे। अच्छा खासा अनुभव है उनके पास से गेंदबाजी में भी, और यहां से एक विकेट की आवश्यकता होगी। क्या वो अपने कप्तान के विश्वास पे खड़े उतरेंगे, ये देखने वाली बात होगी। फिलहाल लेखे जोखे की अगर हम बात करें, रन और आंकड़ों की अगर हम बात करें, तो 66 गेंदों से 67 रन बनाने हैं इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। नए ओवर की शुरुआत होती है पहली गेंद उमर की, ये गेंद बाहर लेके स्टंप पर, हालांकि नो का इशारा वहां पर अंपायर द्वारा, वहां पर थोड़ी सी हड़बड़ाहट, और वहां पे दोनों बल्लेबाज एक ही छोर पे, तो यहां से परिस्थितियां गंभीर से गंभीर होते हुए उमर।
Last thing you wanted was a run out, and it has come. And the gods of run out have started to haunt them. Miscommunication, totally mockery of a situation. And it will be interesting to see who will be the outgoing batsman. It was a no ball. They already had a no ball there. Goodness me. It's the last thing you wanted. And it is Ishfaq that has to walk out. He sacrificed his wicket. Harun was backing a long way down, and goodness me, you are 5 down already. And just when you needed a partnership, he does not want to leave. But he has to, goodness me. Now Harun will have a lot of things to do. He will have to rethink from here. Another man buys the dust. Umpires are still discussing who is the outgoing man. And the signal is yet to come, but it doesn't matter. Another man has fallen. Twin towers that were standing, they have gone down. Harun was playing excellent. There's still a debate going on. Harun does not want to leave. He says that he has crossed already. His counterpart was outside the crease. Only umpire can make a call. Advocate Hilal is an experienced campaigner, and it is Harun for sure, the big stalwart, the big show, who was batting quite well, will have to leave with heavy heart. Nonetheless, he is a goner. You did not want to run out, and that's exactly what has happened. Now there's another mountain to climb as Raja Rashid walks out to bat with his partner Ishfaq at the other end. He will have a piece of toffee in his mouth because he will be facing a free hit delivery. First up, let's see if he can make a use of it. It's not easy for a new batsman to come in and go all guns blazing first up, but he has an opportunity. Looks like Ishfaq has no, sorry. Yes, Ishfaq has been batting there. Now the new man that has walked out, Raja Rashid. Ishfaq will be facing the free hit delivery. Ishfaq on strike, free hit delivery. Umar Tral on top of his run up. He'll have to re-ball that because nobody was quite ready. And now the game is surely 90-70% in the lap of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Just what they need to do is keep that pressure on, keep hammering, keep knocking, and the doors of victory shall open up. In comes Umar Tral, long run up, free delivery, that's up in the air, fielder underneath, but he is just a mere spectator. That has gone all the way over the mid-wicket fence for a welcome six. What a kitchen sink. Just what the batsman would have wished for. A full toss delivery for a free hit. And that's a freebie. Goes into the mid-wicket fence for a much-needed 6. Ishfaq, who earlier caused a disaster in the form of a run-out, has managed to throw one sailing into the mid-wicket fence for 6. That will bring some respite for sure to the nerves. Umar Tral on top of his run-up. Let us see what the batsman has to think about it. Good delivery up in there! The still fielder. Oh, isn't it an eventful over? We had a run-out, we had a no ball, we had a 6, and just moments ago we had a ball that sailed over slips. One more run added to the total, bringing the total to 32 for the loss of 6. 60 runs to get from here, 59 rather, but wickets, the runs, they are not an issue right now. It is wickets falling at the other end. They are falling into clusters like snowflakes, and that's exactly where things are getting horrid for this Sharjha Warriors side. They would have hoped to carry on that momentum they got while they were bowling, but boy, have they not horribly failed in keeping that momentum on while they are chasing. Umar Tral on top of his run-up. He has already conceded a 6 of this over, already bowled a no ball. He'll be bowling into the batsman Raja Rashid, who scoops it up and makes sure he knows where the fielder are. That one is trickling down the fine leg fence for a 4. This is good thinking, full length delivery. He knew that's a vacant area out there. This is good understanding of the game by Raja Rashid, and he manages to put one into the fine leg fence with a cheeky scoop for a boundary. This is an eventful over. We had a 6, we had a 4, and we had a run out as well. Umar Tral under pressure. These runs are vital. They are heart and lungs for Sharjha Warriors. 55 to get from here. Raja Rashid, he does not look concerned with what is happening with his counter. This is a beautiful delivery and has been played out towards extra cover. No run results, no damage done. Asif Rasool is not quite impressed. He does not want his bowlers to be bowling those freebies, but mind you, that was a good shot by Raja Rashid. It was not a loose ball. He made sure he picks his gaps well, and he managed to put one into the fence, that fine leg fence. This partnership is going to be vital now. After this, the tailgates will open up and you'll have full exposure to tail. Dr. Sajad at the other end is bowling very well. He's bowling very quick. Beautiful delivery. Batsman showering is the first well left we have seen in this innings so far, and that speaks about Raja Rashid's composure. Can he be the man who can turn the tables? He was bowling good leg spinners. That marks end of another over. Score has moved on to 36 for the loss of 6 wickets, and 55 runs to get from here. These are not 55 easy runs. These are you have to work for each single like a gold dust. You will have to assemble these runs. These are not that easy to come by. This wicket has played too many tricks today. Mind you, heavy roller was being applied earlier on. This wicket was supposed to be tailor-made for batting, but the sunshine has played a vital for this wicket. It looks like Perth. It does not look like Andergam. Dr. Sajad is a very good bowler. He is an experienced campaigner. And let us see if Ishfaq can counter this guy. 55 to get from here. Half the innings has already concluded. 60 balls, 55 runs to get. Goes Dr. Sajad. Has been beautifully played. That could be a run out. No. This is good communication between these two batsmen, and one more run has added to the total. 37 on the board now. The wily Raja Rashid will be on strike from here. Just when everybody thought we'll have an early closure to this game, the more we talk about it, the more we are getting thrown into the pit hole of this game going down to the wire, and that's exactly what everybody would have wished to see. One-sided affairs in a final. These are always a mood offer. They always set you off, but this game is playing like an adrenaline junkie. There goes Dr. Sajad. Oh, that kept low. Goodness me. It could have been horrid for the batsman there. Lucky that it did not hit his pad. He would have been a goner. I would have signalled out from a comm box. Nonetheless, the umpire would have had no doubt in his mind. Almost sneaking through. And Lucky break for Raja Rashid there. This pitch is now playing some real tricks. There goes Dr. Sajad. Beautiful delivery, swinging it out, pitching on a length and not giving much spaces to work with. But mind you, Sharjha Warriors won't mind these dot balls. All they are going to mind is a wicket falling at this point, and then they will be thrown into a sinkhole wherefrom it's very difficult to get back. They are cornered for sure, but it's not down and out. They can fight their way back from here. There goes ball, a beautiful delivery. He's consistently bowling it there. Fourth stump, fifth stump line. I think ideally, Nazir bhai, this is the stump you should be looking for when you're bowling in a situation like this. No freebies. Make sure you are there and then tease the batsman with these balls.
जी बिल्कुल, मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं और इस समय बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीके से गेंदबाजी होती हुई डॉक्टर सजाद हैं गेंदबाज और बेहतरीन नफितुली गेंदबाजी अब तक देखने को मिली। अच्छी गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पार पड़ने के बाद बाहर की तरफ निकलती है, कोण बनाते हुए सीधे विकेट कीपर के दस्ताने में। रनों की गति में कोई वृद्धि नहीं, स्कोर अभी भी टिका हुआ 38 पे 6। ये समझते वहां पर वाइड का इशारा, जी हाँ, और 6 विकेट के नुकसान पर यह पारी का 11वां ओवर प्रगति पर है और ऐसे में लक्ष्य अब पहाड़ जैसा दिखाई देता हुआ शारजा वॉरियर्स के लिए। डॉक्टर सजाद हैं गेंदबाज, दाहिने हाथ के बल्लेबाज के लिए उनकी ये गेंद और इस बार फिर पिछली गेंद की पुनरावृत्ति, ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर, अंपायर का इशारा, वाइड का एडवोकेट हिलाल के दोनों हाथ हवा में लहराते हुए और 1 रन के साथ स्कोर आगे बढ़ता 39 पे जा पहुंचा है। 6 विकेट के नुकसान पर 11वां ओवर प्रगति पर। वातावरण क्रिकेट के अनुकूल, एक संघर्षपूर्ण और निर्णायक फाइनल मुकाबला इस समय बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ। डॉक्टर सजाद पे काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा। एक से ठीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ गेंदबाजी करनी होगी, अपनी दिशा और लंबाई पे नियंत्रण करना होगा और इन परिस्थितियों में यदि एक सटीक लाइन के साथ गेंदबाजी करते हैं तो उनके दृष्टिकोण से अच्छा। इस बार शानदार वापसी, बेहतरीन गेंद मिड स्टंप पे, सम्मानजनक बैट और पैड मिला करके खेला बगैर किसी रन के। रनों की गति में कोई वृद्धि नहीं, स्कोर अभी भी टिका हुआ 39 पे 6। 10.4 ओवर की गेंदबाजी के बाद हालांकि एक बेहतरीन तरीके से राजा रशीद जो कि समय बीच मैदान में और उनके साथ बट इशफाक भी बने हुए हैं। काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा, उनके कंधों पे दायित्व है कि इस डूबती नैया को आगे ले जाए। एक साझेदारी की आवश्यकता है। खराब गेंदों को सही नसीहत, अच्छी गेंदों का सम्मान रखना होगा। सिंगल्स डबल से स्ट्राइक को रोटेट रखते हुए गतिशील रखना होगा। स्कोरबोर्ड के हवाई रास्ता वहां पर दिशा देना चाहते थे लेकिन सफलता सीधे वहां पर क्षेत्ररक्षण के हाथ में और ऐसे में जिस प्रकार से ऐसा प्रतीत हो रहा था एक साझेदारी पनप रही है, लेकिन उसी मुद्रा में यहां पे एक और विकेट गिरता हुआ, 7वें विकेट का पतन 39 पे 7। शारजा वॉरियर्स की टीम और ज्यादा संकट की स्थिति में फंसते हुए, तो निश्चित तौर पे यहां पे कमाल की गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन है और क्रिकेट के समर्थक, दीवाने और प्रेमी जो इस समय हमारे साथ बने हुए हैं जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से और यहां आए सभी दर्शक एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबले की स्थिति में हालांकि अपनी अपनी टीमों का समर्थन करते हैं, भले ही परिणाम कुछ भी हो, एक संघर्षपूर्ण रोमांचक स्थिति और निश्चित तौर पर वो मुकाबले में बने हुए 91 रनों का विजयी लक्ष्य उसका पीछा करने उतरे। मात्र 39 रन बने हैं 11वें ओवर में और 7 महत्वपूर्ण विकेट गंवा दिए हैं टीम शारजा वॉरियर्स ने। टीम में इस समय एक घेरे में खड़ी सुल्तान की अगर हम क्षमा कीजिएगा यहाँ पे अगर बात करें कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ की कि उन्हें उत्साह से लबरेज और ऐसे समय में जबकि मात्र 39 पे उनको 7 महत्वपूर्ण बल्लेबाज जो है उन्होंने पवेलियन लौटा दिया है। 7 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए बल्लेबाज हालांकि अभी भी है, नए बल्लेबाज बीच मैदान में पहुंच चुके हैं। तो इन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से मुकाबला किस ओर झुकेगा, जुड़ जाइए जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के साथ और इस संघर्षपूर्ण रोमांचक स्थिति वाले निर्णायक क्रिकेट के महासंग्राम में आनंद लीजिए बड़े मुकाबले का। फाइनल जो कि 5th रहमान टी20 चैंपियनशिप वर्ष 2022 के अंतर्गत आखिरी भिड़ंत इस समय बीच मैदान में इंद्रगाम का खूबसूरत मैदान इस मेले के लिए सजा हुआ, लेकिन अंतिम चरण है दूसरी पारी इस समय बीच मैदान में चलती हुई। हालांकि 91 रख जैसा कि हमारे सभी व्यूअर्स को यह प्रतीत हुआ होगा 91 बनाने हैं, 39 बने हैं शारजा वॉरियर्स के, लेकिन सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि 7 विकेट आउट होकर पवेलियन लौट चुके हैं। एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला बीच मैदान में, क्रिकेट के समर्थक दीवाने इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हैं। एक बड़ा निर्णायक मुकाबला और कांटे की टक्कर कहना चाहिए इस समय बीच मैदान में। हालांकि अभी तक अगर इस मुकाबले की बात करें तो गेंदबाजी हावी रही है जहां तक कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ की टीम का सवाल है। बीच मैदान में नाबाद बल्लेबाज किस प्रकार से यहां से बल्लेबाजी करेंगे, क्या रणनीति रहेगी, किस योजना के साथ बल्लेबाजी करेंगे, क्योंकि काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा, दायित्व है उनके कंधों पर और निश्चित तौर पे जानते हैं कि विकेट पे बने रहना काफी महत्वपूर्ण है। हालांकि 91 रनों का लक्ष्य है और ऐसे में 3 विकेट हाथ में, 5 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए संभवतः एक और गेंदबाजी परिवर्तन और इन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से गेंदबाजी करेंगे। 3 विकेट बचे हैं शारजा वॉरियर्स के पास। जाहिद लेफ्टी जो कि परिवर्तन के तौर पर 5 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए और पारी का कुल मिलाकर संभवतः ये 12वां ओवर होगा। 39 7 विकेट के नुकसान पर यह है लेखा जोखा इस मुकाबले का। फाइनल मुकाबला बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ और ऐसे में एक निर्णायक परिस्थितियां बनी हुई, संकट में डूबी हुई पूरी टीम शारजा वॉरियर्स की कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेट के विरुद्ध। जाहिद लेफ्टी, इसमें फील्ड में थोड़ा सा परिवर्तन होता हुआ और किस प्रकार से यहां से बल्लेबाजी करेंगे, कड़ी परीक्षा इस समय बल्लेबाजों की। और इन परिस्थितियों में हालांकि अच्छा खासा अनुभव है बल्लेबाजों के पास, लेकिन यहां से इन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से बल्लेबाजी करेंगे, क्या इस दबाव को झेलने की क्षमता रखते हैं। यदि इस दबाव को झेलते हैं, यहां से अपनी टीम को अंत तक ले जाते हैं, तो निश्चित तौर पर आप एक महान बल्लेबाज कहलाते हैं। लेकिन यहां पे गेंदबाजों की भी परीक्षा होगी कि इन परिस्थितियों में आप लगातार अंतराल के बीच विकेट चटकाते रहे हैं, जिसके चलते कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेट की टीम पूरी तरह से जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से सभी व्यूअर्स का हार्दिक अभिवादन। बने रहिए हमारे साथ। अच्छी गेंद और की पहली गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पर उसको खेला उस और खिलाड़ी, उन्होंने गेंद को फील्ड किया, रन बनने की किसी भी संभावना को समाप्त किया। जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से सीधा प्रसारण आप तक पहुंचता हुआ प्रायोजक शाइनिंग स्टार पांपोर, एमएचएम, आरको फैन स्टेशन, रियल एस्टेट पांपोर, फैशन फीस, एंथम स्पोर्ट इंडिया। और सभी व्यूअर्स से निवेदन होगा कि आप डिजिटल स्टार के जरिए भी हमें सम्मानित कर सकते हैं। प्रतीक्षा रहेगी आपके सम्मान के। एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला, निर्णायक कांटे की टक्कर और क्रिकेट का महासंग्राम अंडरगाम के इस खूबसूरत मैदान में बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ। 39 7 विकेट के नुकसान पर यह है लेखा जोखा अब तक का। हालांकि ये सबते 12वां अथवा 13वां ओवर प्रगति पर है, 12वां ओवर प्रगति पर है, उसके तुरंत बाद 8 ओवर का आना बाकी होगा। लेकिन महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि 3 विकेट बचे हैं वहां पे शारजा वॉरियर्स के पास। इस ओवर में अगली बार जाहिद लेफ्टी की गेंद, इस बार जगह मिली, निकाला, 2 खिलाड़ियों के बीच में से पीछे खिलाड़ी जब तक गेंद सबते उनसे रुके नहीं। और निश्चित तौर पे वहां पे अंपायर के इशारे की प्रतीक्षा। जी हां, 4 रनों का इशारा और उपहार के रूप में यह चौका मिलता हुआ। प्रयास जरूर किया था क्षेत्र रक्षक ने, लेकिन गेंद की गति उनकी गति से तेज। 4 रन और खाते में। 43 7 विकेट के नुकसान पर धीरे धीरे से प्रयास कर रहे हैं। हालांकि एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला अभी भी बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ और ऐसे में 3 विकेट दूर है यहां से अगर बात करें कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेट की। लेकिन दूसरी ओर बल्लेबाजी की कोशिश होगी कि अंतिम समय तक संयम, आत्मविश्वास रखें, सिंगल डबल से स्ट्राइक को रोटेट रखें, तो इस रन चेज को पार किया जा सकता है। मुनव्वर,
That's a good shot on that occasion, showing that positive and defensive approach on that occasion after that boundary. Getting off strike with that single, score moves on to 44. They need now 47 more runs of 51 balls. It's nearly run a ball here. It's closing in on run a ball. It's 44 for 7. We are in over number 12 of the match. Here goes Junaid lefty, Zaid lefty bowls to Akib, and Akib plays it back to the ball for no run. No run on that occasion. 44 for the loss of 7 over number 12. We are in. We'll have to wait and watch how things will unfold in next passage of play. Here goes Zaid lefty again, turning it, and batsman stands like Rock of Gibraltar. Getting right behind that one and closing that turn of the delivery and ending up that turn and playing it back to the ball for no run. It's 44 for 7. Next ball from Zaid lefty to Akib. Here goes Zaid. Bowls to Akib, and Akib sends that turn over the com box and all the way down to the boundary, onto the rooftop for 6. And with that 650 comes up, and Akib needs to play his innings of life. With that 6 score moves on to 50, half a dozen to him, and Sharjha Warriors slowly and steadily trying to be back into the match. And this man is going to make a mark here. Is he going to make an impact? With that 6 is really going to announce himself with that beautiful shot back to the ball, up and over and all the way on to the rooftop for 6. 50 for the loss of 7 after 2 overs. 8 overs remaining. 48 legitimate balls are going to come. 41 is what they require with 3 wickets in hand. Akib out in the middle, and alongside him Butt out in the middle. These two need to put their heads down, stitch up ownership, let us show that talent you possess, and let us show those skills which you possess for all of us in your kitty, and try to display those skills and try to absorb the pressure and try to adapt to yourselves under certain circumstances when it isn't easy to bat on a belter of attack. No doubt about that. It's a quite white wall benign track, but pitch has all of a sudden realized that it has a role to play in this all important grand finale. This is the 5th Rehman T20 Cup Andergam grand finale coming over below Weber's way through JK Sports Time. Akib out in the middle, and Butt is still there. It's 41 needed in 48 remaining balls. Sajjad Hussain is going to continue, and umpire Educate Hilal out in the middle. He's having a word with his 4th umpire there. We'll have to wait and watch. I think he's gonna brought in the new ball because we lost the ball prior to this one. That flying all the way over the long on area and over comebacks and down to that over onto that rooftop of the house, and with that 6 it's 50 for 7. Now they need 41 in remaining 48 balls. Sajjad Hussain is going to continue, and on strike will be Butt, but the Butt and Butt and Aqib need to play their innings of life, and if they manage to take themselves through the line and they can feel that their cricket is in safe hands. Worked away nicely, neatly of that copper of the blade onto the onside, down towards the wideish mid-on, and gets that single. Now they need 40 in 47 balls, and Sajjad Hussain need to bowl in the right areas. They need to dent the confidence of the two batters out in the middle. They need to put brakes on those singles, the way batters are knocking the ball in the gaps, and this can really prove worthy for the batting side, and they can really enhance themselves there back into it. Next ball from Sajjad Hussain to Aqib. Two slips in place, goes and bows to Aqib, and Aqib stepping again bit leg side, but the ball was right on money on target, but he stand stall onto that one and bunted it onto the onside for no run. Another dot ball, and every dot ball is going to put pressure on the batters. Only thing that can save them, that is, they need to knock the balls in the gaps and into those pockets on either side of the track. 40 needed, 46 balls, Doctor.
46 balls and 40 runs to get. It would look like an equation that many would mind, but the emphasis on 7 wickets down is what is having them against the wall right now. Dr. Sajjad is bowling into Aqib. Aqib, mind you, in earlier over on had one straight over the comb box for a 6, and he announced his arrival saying, hang on, I'm still here. The game striking in balance again. He announced his arrival saying, I'm here and I can hit it big. There goes Dr. Sajjad far away from us, and pulling an out-swinging delivery, safely nudged towards with soft hands. 1-run results, and these singles are hurting Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Asif Rasool is not impressed. They don't want sweeper covering, they want to protect that single, and singles are gold right now. 39 to get from here. Well, we have had a lot of love showered upon us all day long by our viewers, and you can add a star to the cap by sending in stars. As another wide that has come in, by sending in stars, you just have to click on that send stars option and show us your love and respect by giving us those stars, and we shall be highly obliged. Keep on sticking to the live coverage that we are trying to bring you from the heart of ACG Andergam Cricket Ground. 5th Rehman T20 Cup finale, and the game that has opened up once again. Just when it looks like the doors are closed on a team, somebody comes up, delivers a punch, and then the game opens up once again. Beautiful delivery by Dr. Sajjad, and that could be a mockery. That is what exactly the emphasis was on, to save that single. Asif Rasool is a wily fox. He has inherited a lot of traits from his brother, and mind you, these are not easy times for these teams. Game is swinging in balance, and we can see 2 winners but 1 champion already. There goes Dr. Sajjad far away from the combox, outside Austin field, right in front of his eyes that went, and another precious single added to the total, taking this score to 45 for the loss of 7. 54 for the loss of 7. 3 wickets in hand, and 37 runs to get from 42 balls from here. Most of the spectators would have deemed it's 37 from 42 nonetheless, but 7 wickets are down, and they were not chasing a big target, they were chasing 91. I'll give all the credit to these red and blue shirts rather, Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, that have rolled up their sleeve after giving just 91 runs for the opposition to chase, and boy have they not made a game out of this. Sajjad has been given the responsibility, I guess. Yes, he has, because spin is relatively easy to play here, but pacers and medium pacers, they give you a lot of headache on a wicket like this. Has been heavily rolled, and this pitch is not easy. I told you, it does not look like ACG, it looks like Perth. This wicket is so quick. Dr. Sajjad is able to generate a lot of bounce out of it. Now Sharjha Dar has been given the responsibility. 37 to get of 42 deliveries, 54 runs on the board, 7 wickets down. And it is Aqib and Ishfaq in the middle of a tempest. A tempest will be making sure we have a sailor. The Sharjha Warriors, they'll be looking at Ishfaq in the form of a sailor. He has played quite a while now. He will be seeing that ball a lot bigger than it is, and now it is his responsibility. How vital is this partnership going to be, Munawar bhai?
And this is going to be the only ray of hope out in the middle, and these two need to bat out till the last ball, and that can make the mark. And that one worked away, nicely flicked away onto the onside. The fielder from corner comes in. Before he could return the ball, the two batters had ample time in the ball to settle for that single. Well, we were talking about this partnership. This is going to be the crucial partnership. These two can really set the tone up for the good chase, and they can make the mark, and they can take them over the line if they manage to bat out till the last ball.
Well, definitely you have an experienced campaigner in the form of Ishfaq and young blood Aqib at the other end, who is capable of hitting it big. Now it will be interesting how this partnership plays. That's a beautiful delivery onto the pads of the batsman Aqib. Sharjha Dar on strike. Sharjha Dar is bowling from the comb box, and on strike is Aqib. And Aqib has shown his colours earlier on. He is capable of hitting it with full delivery onto the pad. Once again, nudged towards that fielder at short mid-wicket, who is protecting that vital single. And he has been able to stop that once again. Now, Sharjha Dar one more time in this over. 1 run has been already scored of 3 balls in this over. Score 55. And 7 wickets down. Full delivery and bouncing from a length. Taking an extra bounce there. Batsman had no answers. All he could do is get some piece of willow on that and safely back to the bowler. Sharjha Dar one more time in this over, 5th time in this over potentially. 4 balls already board, 1 single has been scored of this over. 55 on the board, 36 to get from 38. Full delivery again. That's looking for a quick single there, and it was not quite there. Good communication, good calling by Ishfaq. Nerves of steel you need to get out of situations like this. They are squeezed in a tight space, and to come out will need something heroic from either of these men. Beautiful over by Sharjha Dar comes to a conclusion. 1 run from that over, and pressure being applied, these breaks being applied. 14 overs concluded. 55 is the score. 7 wickets down, 36 to get from equal number of balls, making it 6 runs and over from here. It will be interesting to see how these two batsmen that have been squeezed into the tight space come out with all flying colours.
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर उमर। इस समय स्थिति 14 ओवर की समाप्ति, 55 पे 7, 36 गेंदें, 36 रन इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। और यहां से आंकड़े दर्शाते हैं कि एक संघर्षपूर्ण और कांटे की टक्कर का मुकाबला इस समय बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ। 55 रन 7 विकेट के नुकसान पर, और बीच मैदान में आखिर बार भट्ट इशफाक की जोड़ी बनी हुई है। हालांकि इशफाक 19 पे नाबाद है, 19 गेंदों से और 10 गेंदों से 7 रन बनाकर आगे बढ़ने और की शुरुआत होने जा रही है। और देखना है गेंदबाजी का मोर्चा किसे दिया जाता है। 36 गेंदें, 36 रन इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए अगर बात करें शारजा वॉरियर्स के लिए। 91 रनों का विजयी लक्ष्य, संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला बीच मैदान में बने रहिए। जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से सीधा प्रसारण अंडरगाम के इस खूबसूरत मैदान से आप तक पहुंचता हुआ। यदि आप चाहें तो डिजिटल स्टार्स के जरिए आप हमें सम्मानित कर सकते हैं। प्रतीक्षा रहेगी आपके सम्मान की। एडवोकेट हिलाल और महराजुद्दीन आज के इस मुकाबले के अंपायर, और निश्चित तौर पे एक अच्छा खासा उनके पास अनुभव है। नए ओवर की शुरुआत होने जा रही है। पहली गेंद लेकर के इस बार अच्छी गेंद वहां पे, लेकिन खेला जरूर। हालांकि एक सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ मिडल स्टंप पे आती हुई गेंद को निकाला बगैर किसी रन के। 35 गेंदों से 36 रनों की आवश्यकता। धन्यवाद करना चाहेंगे अपने स्कोरर जहांगीर जान का भी, जो लगातार हमें आंकड़े देते हुए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अपना प्यार और विचार देने के लिए। 55 पे 7, 14.1 के बाद 35 गेंदों से 36 रन चाहिए मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। और उमर इस समय गेंदबाजी के मोर्चे में बने हुए। 12 नंबर की जर्सी, काफी लंबा बॉलिंग रन अप, राइट आर्म ओवर द विकेट। ये गेंद अच्छी गेंद इस बार फिर सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ। और इन परिस्थितियों में हर डॉट गेंद जो है कहीं ना कहीं एक अतिरिक्त दबाव बनाएगी बल्लेबाजी टीम में। 34 गेंद, 36 रन इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। अंतिम चरण और वातावरण कमाल का क्रिकेट के अनुकूल।
Well, every dot ball is gonna put pressure on the two batters, and every coming run will definitely relieve the pressure from their shoulders, and they need to break free. They need to go for the full Monty from here on. Don't let the bowlers climb that pressure around them. Oh, look at that one, ballooning up in the air. He had his hurt in his mouth for a while, but that wasn't the case. A ball dropping short of the filler there at short mid-wicket zero on that occasion. But you were talking about that. Every dot ball is going to put pressure on the two batters. They need to break free. They can't wait too much time out in the middle. It can.
अजी बिल्कुल 55 पे 7 से 14.3 के बाद 33 गेंदों से 36 रनों की आवश्यकता और उमर है इस ओवर में अगली बार राइट आर्म ओवर द विकेट उनकी ये गेंद और इस बार ऑप्शन से बाहर बल्ला चलाया हवाई रास्ता और नो का इशारा वहां पर अंपायर द्वारा हालांकि सीमा रेखा से बाहर निश्चित तौर पे ये गेंद और इस 6 रनों का इशारा अथवा चौका छक्के का इशारा वहां पर अंपायर एडवोकेट द्वारा तो स्कोर और कॉल मिलाकर 62 जा पहुंचा है 7 विकेट के नुकसान पर 14.3 के बाद 32 गेंदों से अब अगर हम बात करें तो 29 रन बनाने हैं और निश्चित तौर पे मुकाबला एक बार फिर पक्ष में जाता हुआ जहां तक का शारजा वॉरियर्स की टीम का सवाल है.
Well, that no ball is going to be decisive because of that no ball. He conceded 7 of it. We'll have to re-bowl that one. And those 7 coming at that very moment, these are going to be precious like gold. 7, and with that they need now 29 of 30. 33 balls, and it comes down to the last 5 overs. Can you believe what a game of cricket? Unbelievable game of cricket. And I can say that ebbs and flows of the game really on its peak. The two batters out in the middle. They need to go for the full Monty. No ball coming up. It's going to be freight. And Umar Tral can't believe his luck. He's unable to keep his foot behind that popping crease. Again overstepping, and that cost him a no ball. And it's going to be freight coming up. We'll switch to around the wicket. Around the wicket here. Goes away from us. Umar Tral, and oh, look at that one. Improvisation comes into play. It's again a no ball. Freight continues, drama continues here at the Sancha. Those oohs and ahs doesn't matter. What matters is how you apply yourself under certain circumstances. It's freight coming up again, 28 needed. And who would have thought that they will be losing composure like this? And Umar Tral is trying to make a mark with this bizarre action out in the middle. The way he's sending those deliveries and ball 2 no balls on the trot. Oh, I knocked him over, cleaned him up, but it's a no ball, it's a freight. And batsman is saved on that occasion. But all the drama around the park, this is something special coming up below Weaver's way. Wonderful action, wonderful game of cricket, unstoppable action. And the game of glorious uncertainties is changing its class from bad to worst to worsening, from good to better to best. And every ball is turning this game on its head. And now they need 28 in 32 balls. 28 needed, 32 balls, 3 wickets in hand. What a tournament!
64 teams.
64 teams. These two tried best and reached the grand finale. And these are the two champion sides out in the middle are making a mark here. Aqib Rashid is on strike. I think it is Aqib Rashid on strike. It is Ishfaq on strike. There are 2 slips in place. Third man backward upon on the boundary. Short extra cover Asif Rasool. Long off in place. Long on in place. And a short mid-wicket and backward Scalag is in place. We'll have to wait and watch. Pop talk going on. The mid-pitch conference between the two batters. How to operate under certain circumstances in the remaining passage of play. We'll have to wait and watch how they're going to apply themselves under certain circumstances. And at one stage they were losing their wickets like pack of, they were falling like pack of cowards. And they were down and out. But all of a sudden they're back into it. But a paltry total, sometimes these totals can be tricky, and so is the case with this one. This has really been superb game of cricket. We'll have to wait and watch. The team which will have their nerve will go on to win this one, is what I believe. Here goes Umar Tral to Ishfaq Butt, and wrapped him on the pad. Shot for LBW, but won't be given. A straight away umpire shakes his head in disapproval. Turn down that appeal, and both the batters fetch their leg by. And with that single, score moves on to 64. Now they need 27 more runs to win this one. from 31 legitimate balls. If wide and no ball not, then 31 legitimate balls. What a game of cricket. Who would have thought that this is really going down to the wire? It's a nail biter. We are in for a crackerjack of a game here at the centre of ACG.
Last time in this over, Umar around the wicket and batsman throws it. Aqib throws his bat at it. Well, one keen observation there. Munawar bhai, one keen observation. You know, when you try to get over aggressive, those things can backfire sometimes. The fielders of Kashmir Strikers, they have been chirping all day long in the ears of this batsman. And I will not take you far away from an example back in 2016, where Australians, they made some racist remarks on the Windies, and then Windies went berserk. Darren Sammy made sure that he will hit Faulkner for a 6 down the ground and seal the win. And sometimes you need to keep your composure. Definitely you are punching the other team down, but you have to make sure that you take the care of decency. And right now it looks like Sharjha Warriors are keeping that nerve intact, even though towards the end, but it does not matter. It is what the doctor ordered. It's exactly what is required right now. 27 runs from 30 balls. Most would contest their bats on Sharjha Warriors, but just when they will have their eyes running through that wicket column, they will see 7 down, and then that bet might change, because 27 runs are not easy. You will have to construct these runs, not score them. That's important. You'll have to work your way around. And that no ball and a 6, it was vital for Sharjha Warriors to get that required run rate below 6, just when it had started to climb. Easy runs, and you will have to score runs out of your skin. It looks like the bowling duties will be disposed of by the left-hander Zahid Lefty. He is a young lad with a lot of composure. He is not aggressive at all. He just lets his ball do the talking. It will be interesting to see how this move will play for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. 27 runs to get, and getting spin at this occasion, it can either play as a nail in your coffin or the nail in the coffin of the other side. Only the time can tell. There goes Zahid Lefty. Beautiful delivery onto the off stump, and he's making sure he has his men placed at the right area. Zahid Lefty is doing well. He is a good customer. He bowls all around the valley, and you can check this guy out on JK Sports Time. His posts are viral day in and day out on the sports platform, and that speaks about the character this guy has in volumes. Beautiful delivery, pitching on that. That's the last thing they would have wanted.
It's a no ball.
It's a no ball for sure. He's overstepping. Last thing you would want from a spinner. He was all over the line. There's a lot of protest going on. And 26 now to get a free hit nonetheless for the experienced Ishfaq. A spinner bowling to him. Let us see if he can seal the deal in this ball for his side. And mind you, Munawar bhai, this is going to be a very crucial of a free hit. If he manages to connect that, it will become 70-30. If he manages to connect that, it will become 70-30 in favor of Sharjha Warriors. Let us see if things will change, and the umpire will definitely take cognizance. Strike hasn't changed. Field is supposed to be what it is, and I think, yeah, the umpire advocate has his eyes running all around the field, and he knows that it can be allowed, because the ball down he comes, but could not connect towards long off fielder. As safe as a house, Dr. Sajjad, he picks it up and makes a return. This is good bowling by Zahid Lefty, even though he bowled a no ball, but he has managed to protect that free hit from going over the line, and that brings Aqib on strike. 25 required from 27. There goes Zahid Lefty. Up in the air, and fielder circling under. takes it! 8th wicket down! Boy, have the floodgates not opened up again! Last thing they would have wanted. Okay, he hit a 6 earlier. Young boy, have composure over your nerves. This has been the story all day long. A spinner gets thrown at you and you try to hit it for 6. Pay some respect, pay some homage. This is a high pressure situation. These are extraordinary circumstances. And Akif falls to a very poor shot, and Kashmir Strikers Sozeith are breathing again in this game. Boy, is this game not alive again. It'll be more responsibility on Ishfaq's shoulders from here. Number 11 has walked out. It is Sajjad Ahmed. He bowled a very good spell during the death overs of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith innings. But now the crowd is on their feet. They know this game has opened up. The floodgates have opened up. Sajjad will have to play alongside Ishfaq. Now these are extraordinary circumstances now. This game is not an ordinary one. It's a finale of 64 teams, 62 back home. These two sides battling it out for the championship. And boy, have the floodgates not opened up. Has this game not been swinging in balance all day, even though we had a low scoring contest? What a game, goodness me. There goes Zaid. Outside Austin as we cut away, and the fielder is patrolling square there. He picks it up, one more run. Slightly easy pickings for the batsman. He would have expected a better ball than that. The captain of Kashmir Strikers slightly outside. 24 balls, 24 runs required from here, and potentially I think this is the last ball of this over. Ishfaq on strike. He has been the aggressor, talking all throughout. Adil is guiding the traffic, making sure he has right men patrolling right areas. There goes Zaid lefty. Last time in this over, beautiful ball up in the air, it's scooped. And Umar Tral has not been himself today. 23 runs to get 25 balls. And boy, who would have thought a low scoring contest would go down the wire just like that? Nobody would have expected this to happen. And boy, is it not happening. There goes Zaid lefty. Last time in this over, pitching it on a leg, and beautiful delivery, and that is safely negotiated by batsman Sajjad there. What a contest, Munawar bhai. Just when we thought it's over, we will have an early closure. We will be sipping namkeen tea at home at 4. This game has opened up, and the floodgates have opened up.
Well, I can't say anything, but this has really been unstoppable action here at the Sunt. Unbelievable scenes out in the middle. Who would have thought that one team will be bundled out on 90 and other one will be in deep trouble from ball 1 till the till the very moment which is underway here at the Sunt. They are struggling quite a lot, but these two batters out in the middle, they can really make an impact here today. It's going to be a big job on their hands and on their shoulders. They should try their level best. Let's give it a try at least. But this has really been a special game, and courtesy Andergam grand finale, it is something special, sumptuous, adorable, and one of the wonderful events we have had here in North Kashmir. But this has really been unbelievable game of cricket, and we will remember it till the last breath.
Well, definitely it is something that is going to live in our brains for a very long time. This is going to be a very vital over. Dr. Sajjad is an aggressor by nature. Fast bowlers, they are well built, tall and aggressive by mind, and a lot would depend on Ishfaq, how he takes care of this situation. He has been batting for quite a while. He have had a few altercations with the Kashmir Strikers Sozeith fielders as well. Adil Kashru has been talking all day, and the fielders have been chirping in his ear all day, but this man has kept his composure thus far. And now the time to roll up your sleeve. 23 to get from 24 deliveries. run a ball for sure. Like I earlier said, most of the people would contest all their bats on the batting side, but when you look at that wicket column, everything changes, and that's exactly what has happened. There goes Dr. Sozeith far away from the corner box. Look up in the air, and that is luck just favouring you there. That could have easily gone to the hands of the fielder on your day, bowler, but the batsman is living like a cat there. 9 lives maybe, and that wicket would have been vital. It would have had 22 to get 23 balls required, 23 balls remaining, 22 required. That wicket would have had Sharjha Warriors like a cat on a hot tin roof. Goodness me, you do need some luck in these situations. There goes Dr. Sozeith far away from Combs. Beautiful bowling. He has his man right side there. He is targeting those stumps, not trying anything extraordinary, sticking to the basics. Now it's run a ball 22. Every dot ball is adding gallons to that pressure. It is making sure that we do not go home early. Everybody is on their toes, and there's gone beautiful delivery. Dr. Sozeith is making sure that he bowls well. He is not doing anything extraordinary. He is sticking to the basics, those 3 stump line. And maybe he has, this is over number 17, mind you, but you can see a slip in place, you can see a gully in place. That speaks about what has happened in this game all out. It has been a D-day when it comes to bowling, and it was a battlefield for sure. There goes Dr. Sozeith. Beautiful delivery. One more run added to the total. That's an easy single. Mid-off was quite deep, and that's exactly what has happened. 1 run on offering, and they have taken it. 21 runs to get from 21 balls. Ishfaq on strike, and a lot is going to depend on this man. Dr. Sozeith is a fatigued man, but that won't. But that definitely would not mind to him. He is a man of every precautions. There he goes. He's trying to man-cut him, but it's not a man-cut nowadays. We call it a run-out now. But he's trying to show his presence of mind for sure. Dr. Sozeith, he's a wily fox, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. Crowd is building slowly, and everybody is on the edge of their seats. And it will be interesting to see where the game swings from here. Dr. Sozeith has been talking to the umpire as well. He's a very aggressive guy by nature. That's why Fawaz ball is a bit like that, and it'll be interesting to see how he finishes. 2 balls remaining in this over. There goes Dr. Sozeith far away from the combox into the batsman, who has flicked it towards mid-wicket, who is deep on circle there. He is not even on the boundary as well. 19 balls remaining, 20 runs to get, and it'll be interesting to see from here what the batsmen of Sharjha Warriors will have in the bag left. Do they have a cat they can show off and win this game? Let's see where the buck stops. 1.6k waivers that are joining us. Munawar bhai, 19 balls, 20 runs. Not what we discussed at the innings break. Anti-climax, I told you.
Absolutely right. He nailed it to perfection. Run a ball from here on. Nearly run a ball. Won't be easy for both the teams. It's all about holding the nerve. And umpire is having a word with Sajjad Hussain. Sajjad goes and goes to Ishfaq. And Ishfaq stands tall. Cuts that one, but straight to cover point for Noor. And it's a dot ball 10, the 17th over. Then in 19 and 18 balls. What a game of cricket. Nazir, I would definitely want to have you a say about this very game. It's gone down to the wire. 18 balls, 19 needed with 2 wickets in hand.
और इस समय 71 रन 8 विकेट के नुकसान पर 18 गेंदों से 20 रनों की आवश्यकता इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। और इस समय निर्णायक रोमांचक स्थिति इस मुकाबले की बने हुए, और क्या वातावरण है क्रिकेट के अनुकूल, उत्साहवर्धित इस समय सभी क्षेत्ररक्षण खिलाड़ी। और अगर बात करें क्रिकेट के समर्थकों की, तो इस समय एक हर्षोल्लास का वातावरण बना हुआ है, क्योंकि 18 गेंदों से 20 रनों की आवश्यकता इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। 2 विकेट हाथ में, 71 रन 8 विकेट के नुकसान नुकसान पर 17 ओवर पूरे हो चुके हैं। और अगर नाबाद बल्लेबाजों की बात करें, बट्टे इशफाक 29 पे नाबाद, एक अच्छी पारी खेली है। 32 गेंदों से साथ दे रहे हैं साजिद जो कि 2 पे नाबाद है। तो कुल मिलाकर 18 गेंदें 20 रनों की आवश्यकता। निर्णायक मुकाबला, 2 विकेट हाथ में है। ऐसे में क्रिकेट का एक महायुद्ध समय बीच मैदान में, और इन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से बल्लेबाजी करेंगे ये देखने वाली बात होगी। संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबले में आइए जी स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के साथ जुड़ जाइए और मजा लीजिए इस मुकाबले का। यदि आप चाहे तो डिजिटल स्टार्स के जरिए भी आप जे स्पोर्ट्स टाइम को समर्पित कर सकते हैं, सम्मान दे सकते हैं। प्रतीक्षा रहेगी आपके सम्मान की। जाहिद लेफ्टी पारी का 18वां ओवर लेकर के तैयार और 20 रनों की आवश्यकता। संघर्षपूर्ण निर्णय बीच मैदान में फाइनल कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ और शारजा वॉरियर्स के विरुद्ध चलता है। 18 गेंदें 20 रनों की आवश्यकता। पहली गेंद जाहिद की और इस बार इसको निकाला, हालांकि उस और खिलाड़ी है, लंबी दौड़ लगानी पड़ेगी। 1 रन पूरा कर रहे हैं दोनों बल्लेबाज, दूसरे रन के लिए जाना चाहेंगे और निश्चित तौर पर दूसरा रन भी पूरा कर लिया जब तक का थ्रो आता विकेट कीपर के पास। 2 रन और खाते में जोड़ते हुए 73। और अब इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए 18 रनों की आवश्यकता। 17 गेंदें बची है। एक कांटे की टक्कर का मुकाबला मैंने इस समय बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ। 17 गेंदें और 18 रनों की आवश्यकता।
17 balls. It's down to the 18th over now. Zaid lefty is operating. They need Ishfaq on strike. 18 needed. 17 balls. Zaid left arm goes away from us. And Ishfaq trying to scoop that turn, and look at that turn. And in the end, playing it only as far as gully area is concerned. And another improvisation coming into play ever since the beginning of cricket, way back on 15th of March 1877. But look at that turn. I don't know what's it called in the cricket book. And that was a dot ball. Second ball, third ball coming up. Played with a solid chance of a run out. Look at the batsman. Needless from the batter there. There was no need of such kind of a suicidal move. After the ball kissed the blade, he was trying to escape and steal a quick single, but that wasn't available there. They need now 18 from 16 balls.
15 गेंदें बची हैं और 18 रनों की आवश्यकता। 73 पे 8, 17.3 के बाद जाहिद हैं गेंदबाज और उनके सामने होंगे बट इशफाक जो कि इस समय 32 पे नाबाद हैं। काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा इस जोड़ी पे। संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला और समय बीच मैदान में जाहिद लेफ्टी ये गेंद इस बार लेके स्टंप पर उठाया, हवा में स्ट्रोक। उस और है खिलाड़ी जब तक गेंद को थ्रो करते फील्ड करते 1 रन और खाते में जोड़ता हुआ और स्कोर आगे बढ़ता हुआ 74 पे जा पहुंचा है। 14 गेंदों से 17 रनों की आवश्यकता इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए। संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला, हर्षोल्लास की स्थिति और क्रिकेट के समर्थक इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हुए। जाहिद लेफ्टी जो कि इस ओवर की अगली गेंद फेंकेंगे। 14 गेंदें 17 रनों की आवश्यकता। ये गेंद इस बार गेंद के आने का इंतजार किया, हालांकि बैकफुट पर जाकर के खेलने की कोशिश। डॉट गेंद के साथ यहां पर एक और गेंद जाया होती हुई और 13 गेंदों से अब 17 रन चाहिए। 74 पे 8, 2 विकेट हाथ में है और आखिरी गेंद देकर के तैयार। इस ओवर में अगली बार राइट आर्म लेफ्ट आर्म ओवर द विकेट उनकी ये गेंद और इस बार जबरदस्त प्रहार करने की कोशिश, हालांकि सफलता मिली जरूर। 1 रन पूरा कर रहे हैं, दूसरे रन के लिए जाना चाहेंगे और निश्चित तौर पे जब तक थ्रो आता, हालांकि विकेट कीपर उस ओर खुद गए थे क्षमा कीजिएगा और 2 रन और खाते में जोड़ते हुए तो 2 रनों के साथ ही स्कोर आगे बढ़ता हुआ 76 पे जा पहुंचा 8 विकेट के नुकसान पर। और अभी भी 15 रन संभवतः बनाना है। जी हां, 12 गेंदों से 15 रन बनाने हैं। यह है लेखा जोखा इस मुकाबले का।
What a game of cricket. Nail biter, 15 needed. 12 balls out in the middle. Ishfaq and his colleague. 12 balls and 15 needed. Which way this match is gonna go, you can drop in your invaluable comments. Your assisting feedback is always welcomed through JK Sports Time. You can write us what do you think, what's cooking inside you at the moment, because this match is going down to the wire. What a match. Nail biter. Absolutely wonderful game, and you're getting your money's worth. You can also contribute to JK Sports Time by sending in that digital token and coupon of love to JK Sports Time. Out in the middle, both the teams, and a short pause in the game halts quite a bit for quite some time because it is the high time. It's a nervy moment, and these are the nervy moments out in the middle because they need 15 in 12 balls. And I can't say anything. I'm not going to comment that this match is going to go this way or the other way, but I can still say that hold on, stay JK Sports Time way, hop tabs this way and find out that wonderful game of cricket. It is the bonanza, it is the extravaganza of cricket here at the center of ACG. Can you believe what a game of cricket? Who would have thought that at halfway stage it was 90 on the board and everyone were commenting that it's going to be a one-sided match, one-sided up here. But in the second innings, Adil Kachu led side, they bowled in the right areas, got 8 wickets. Now they're 2 wickets away from lifting up that trophy, and other side they need only 15 runs to seal the deal in style to lift to the title for the first time. But I'm not going to come in again because this is the game of glorious uncertainties, and commentators' curse is another problem that comes in that hangs on our heads at the moment. But at the moment they need 15 in 12 balls, Nazir.
76 पे 8, 18 ओवर पूरे 12 गेंदें बची हैं और 15 रनों की आवश्यकता शारजा वॉरियर्स को इंद्रगम के इस खूबसूरत मैदान में फिफ्थ रहमान टी20 ट्रॉफी का सहरा अपने सर सजाने के लिए। लेकिन दूसरी ओर 2 विकेट से दूर इस समय कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स की टीम। ये गेंद और बार गेंद को खेला हवा में, ऊंचा लंबा स्ट्रोक और गेंद सीमा रेखा से बाहर। 6 रनों का इशारा। तो पहली गेंद पर वहां पर स्वागत किया बल्लेबाज इशफाक ने और 82 पे जा पहुंचा स्कोर। 11 गेंदों से 9 रनों की आवश्यकता। हर्षोल्लास का माहौल और इस समय संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला बीच मैदान में चलता है। 11 गेंदें और 9 रन चाहिए इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए शारजा वॉरियर्स की टीम को।
Well, I won't come in again, but that was a wonderful shot. Little swill on its axis and all the way over 5 leg for 6. That half a dozen set the tone up for Sharjha Warriors. They're back into it. They need 9 with 2 wickets in hand from remaining 11 balls. But Umar, I want to take your point at this crucial juncture. They need 9 from 11 balls. Which way this match is going to go?
Well, it looks like it's Sharjha Warriors game from here. The top edge carrying that ball away into that final leg fence for a 6. The pace did the trick. Therefore, the batsman there, who would have thought this game will come down to the wire like this? Ishfaq, the experienced campaigner. We need a new ball right now when the ball is being inspected because we have lost the previous one. What a 6 there. And it was heart and lungs for the team there, Sharjha Warriors. That's what they needed. Short delivery. Last thing that would have been recommended from the think tanks of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. It looks like pretty much Sharjha Warriors game from here. 11 balls. Only 9 runs to get. 1 wicket can do the trick for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, but at the same time, 1 shot can seal the deal. There goes bowler. Onto the path. This is wide delivery. This is going down the final leg fence. This is trickling down, and that's a 4. Goodness me! 5 runs off that ball. This is post up by Sajadar. 4 runs to get now. Oh boy, have they not made a mockery of the situation. These 2 balls have turned the tables forever, maybe. 11 balls, 4 runs required. Those 2 balls, they have turned the tables forever for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Goodness me, everybody is furious at the bowler. What are you doing? There he goes, one more time in this over, pretty much. Oh, now that's a good ball to come back with. That is what they should have been doing. Beyond that line, bowler, don't bowl it short, don't bowl it down the leg side. But what he has done is he's bowled the first one short and second one down the leg side, and it has pretty much sealed the deal for Sharjha Warriors. 4 runs to get from these 10 balls now. Maybe a walk in the park, maybe a wicket can turn the tables. Here goes the ball, one more time in this over, and he's safely negotiated. Could be a run out there. It is not there for the taking. 1 more run and a total 3 runs to get. And is it pretty much over? Wrong end maybe fielder. He should have targeted the end nearer to him. And no, he was looking for the end down towards the bowler. Here's the bowler. Goes one more time in this over to the batsman. Full leg delivery. 6! Champions of 5th edition T20 Cup goes to Sharjha Warriors. And it is their man Ishfaq who has sealed the deal. And just what the bowling team did not require. Sajadar bowling an over that stole the show from their side. They started with a beautiful bowling lineup, but boy, what a 6, what a finish to this game. Only 91 required, and boy, have we just not seen a beautiful finale.
Absolute wonderful action. What a game of cricket, and it will be remembered for the lifelong. And that half a dozen of that delivery, an expensive, and it was a nightmare for the bowler in that over. For a while we thought that it will be Kashmir Strikers, but it is now Sharjha Warriors. They are over the line, and they are going to lift the title for the first time. Well, Ishfaq Butwa carried on the shoulders because of his sensational innings. One-man army show, and he sealed the deal for his side. And it's time to bid you adieu, goodbye and tata on JK Sports Time with this message that we shall be back next time rocking the sports field with a new game, with a new zest and zeal and enthusiasm. Till then, take care of yours. and we shall be back with the presentation in a while.
Let us go this point.